Execution for us was getting supportive shareholders that understood why we were wanting to provide unlimited data caps for Australasia. We were very fortunate with the shareholders that we ended up bringing on board and the support and the momentum that they ended up bringing.
The service was new in 2009. We relaunched the postpaid in 2010, which was a whole new set of products for us. And the other big push for us was adding more distribution to partners. Literally within a year of launching the 2G network, we upgraded to a 3G network, so a significant amount of development and optimization of the network.
We actually achieved some of our growth, which was really expanding some of our business into new customers. So finding other players that want to get into the telco space. It's not just telecommunications now, you've got entertainment thrown in there, automation, public safety, you've got a whole lot of things that are ramping into the communication space. And that's been exciting for us.
Well, it's been a great year for us in FX, really. Around 50% growth year on year. Really driven by the recession, both in the public sector and private sector. That's forced the companies, which are our New Zealand companies, which are our focus, to really look for better ways of doing things.
We had quite a few decent wins, big corporates, that we managed to take off the larger telcos. So that was quite a good feeling to end the year with that. We had about 15% growth, and our profit went up 30%. So this is really the culmination for us of the last 10 years of concentrating on the IP services layer. While 2G and prepaid was a good place to start, that's not going to get us the long term. You know, if you have a smartphone today, like an iPhone or an Android phone, it's a web connected device, so you need broadband data capability. So we knew that was a direction of the industry, and we had to get there. It was a story to the investors to say you can't wait another year. Everybody's talking about Crown Fibre holding and putting in fibre to the house, but there hasn't really been a big focus on looking at how the services get implemented. So we've had a scenario where we've had an installer, Chorus, Telecom Wholesale and ourselves, and there's been some lessons that have been learnt very hard, shall we say. What we could have done better was try to get these guys on board earlier on. Half the problem has been the legacy telcos don't understand the next gen world, therefore they don't understand potentially the issues until they actually run up against them.
I probably would have done some things earlier in the piece. The actual cable build, putting the cable laying across the sea floor is relatively easy to do. Probably what I would have done a couple of months earlier was it got engagement with US jurisdiction, Australian jurisdiction in terms of the landing sites. Because there's a number of options we're kind of working through there. And then as soon as you've got those defined, then you know where to kind of throw your cable in the water between the two.
Well, 9 months ago, when we talked to some of the things we were looking at was bringing in some new business models, in terms of mixing up with partners and competitors. How did we go with that? To be honest, it was very hard. A lot of the business models that came from more of our global approach don't fit New Zealand. So we learned quite a lot in terms of it's simple to say it 9 months ago, but actually implement it and do things takes a lot more effort. One of the things that I wish I had done better last year, and I really am focused on this year, is communicating a lot more with the organization. As things move quickly and you're making decisions and moving on, sometimes you have to look back and make sure the whole organization's along with it.
We've lost a total of, we're up to 80 people, we've lost 5 out of 80 in the 5 years. So it's not huge, but we need to spend more time in development and growth of our people, making sure they keep up with where the business is at.
Building on that momentum and giving confidence to investors, to customers and to vendors, because it's this circular kind of loop where we're at and the successes we're having, and you build on the process. And that was what 2010 was all about.